Momo is rushing to stop the warp gate from opening with Okarun's Kintama, but she runs into the Mecha Exosuit Alien and Jet Booster Exosuit Alien, two enemies who had fought Okarun earlier. She quickly shields herself from their attacks, but the Serpo uses his psychic powers to protect them both. Unfortunately, with only one arm, the Serpo can't block all the bullets and gets shot in the head. Instead of asking for help, the Serpo urges Momo to focus on defeating the Exosuit aliens. Momo realizes her Momo Tree beam won't work since she's too far away from the Mecha Exosuit alien, and it drains all her ki after just one use. She yells at the Serpo to hold on longer. Just as things look bleak, Bamora arrives in her giant kaiju suit, launching a surprise attack on the Mecha Exosuit alien and taking it down, all while invisible. But the Jet Booster Exosuit alien uses electrical restraints on her, forcing her to shrink back down to normal size. That's when the space-carving Exosuit alien attacks her, revealing her presence and hurting her badly. Momo is confused when she sees the space-carving Exosuit alien hurting Bamora, thinking she might still be working with the Exosuit aliens. But then, Bamora thanks Momo before being impaled by the alien's tail. Momo watches in shock, her heart breaking as she realizes what Bamora went through. All to stop the Kur invasion, Okarun, Era, Gigi, and Mr. Mantis Shrimp watch from afar, feeling the weight of Bamora's struggle too. As Momo tries to heal Bamora, the Serpo gets weaker from blocking the Jet Booster Exosuit alien's attacks. Using a needle device he had once tried to use on Momo at the Manga Cafe, the Serpo manages to heal Bamora's impaled stomach, revealing that the needle was originally meant for Momo in case she was seriously hurt. With his strength fading, the Serpo asks Momo to destroy the Exosuit aliens, to erase the data they stole from his people. The Jet Booster Exosuit alien kicks Momo aside and grabs Bamora, threatening her. The space-carving Exosuit alien starts talking about swapping his suit's head with Bamora's, thinking it might bring him good luck. Using her psychic powers, Momo knocks back the Jet Booster Exosuit alien with a tree and runs to Bamora, giving her a heartfelt hug. She apologizes for how she treated Bamora earlier, realizing how much she had suffered alone, and promises she believes Bamora's mother, Banga, is still alive. Momo looks at the Serpo's lifeless body, telling him he's the only Serpo she ever liked and that she'll honor his final wish. The space-carving Exosuit alien talks about turning Momo into a suit, but Momo stands tall, ready to fight. She tells Bamora to stay behind her as she uses levitated trees and rubble to prepare for battle. The missile Exosuit alien wants to make sure Era doesn't escape like last time, so he uses his floating discs to electrocute her while she's down. But this gives her the chance to use her acrobatic silky hair to trap him when he gets too close. He retaliates by launching missiles at her, but Era uses her hair to shield herself from the blasts. Meanwhile, Gigi gets back on his feet and clashes his evil gun against the beams from the shockwave field and sniper Exosuit aliens. He starts to recall Bamora and pushes himself harder, surprising the two aliens who think he might be the perfect fit for their suits. Era is fighting the missile Exosuit in the Battle of Endurance, trying to break his armor by repeatedly kicking him, all while using her hair to protect herself from his missile barrage, but it's starting to wear her down. Just as both Era and Gigi are struggling, Okarun contacts them over the communicator. He tells them to use spiral power, something Seiko once taught him. This brings back a memory for Gigi, where Seiko showed him how to combine his Kai with the evil eyes, making them both spin to unleash the yokai's power. Gigi puts this into action with his evil gun, which now has the evil eye's power. This boosts his attack enough to defeat the shockwave field and sniper Exosuit aliens. At the same time, Era uses spiral power on her hair, turning it into a full-body drill that breaks through the missile Exosuit alien's armor. She swears to take down the rest of the Exosuit aliens for Bamora's sake, and with Gigi's advice to use the power of words, she names her technique the Pirouette Noble Drill and finally defeats the missile Exosuit alien. Meanwhile, Mr. Mantis Shrimp is losing his fight against the Mantis Exosuit alien. He remembers his promise to his boss to return for Chiquitita before joining the family for the invasion. He jumps into a nearby river to fight in his natural environment, vowing to give everything he has to repay the debt he owes. The Mantis exosuit alien switches to its water form to fight in the river, making the battle even harder for Mr. Mantis Shrimp. After being pinned, the alien injects him with venom to finish him off. But Mr. Mantis Shrimp isn't done yet. With the alien close enough, he lands a hit damaging the exosuit. Then, he transforms into his Dover Demon Strong Style 24 form and throws a powerful jet punch, dealing even more damage. He swims back to the surface to catch his breath, and realizing he's lucky his race is immune to venom, he manages to expel the poison from his body. The Mantis exosuit alien, defeated and signaling its end, explodes in the river. Momo's fighting hard against the space carving and jet booster exosuit aliens. She throws a wave of debris at them with her powers, trapping the jet booster exosuit alien, but the space carving exosuit alien uses his suit to send the debris back at her and Bamora, knocking them both down. The space carving exosuit alien closes in on them, ready to strike with space-shaping attacks. Momo repels him with her Momo tree beam. Things quickly go south as more exosuit aliens come through the warp gate. Momo and Bamora can't keep up and are overwhelmed. Just as it seems like they're done for, Okarun shows up. He uses his teleportation ability to take out a few exosuit aliens and rescue Momo. As he holds her, Momo breaks down crying and thanks her for the curry she left behind. She asks him to save Bamora too, but just as she says this, Era arrives with her pirouette noble drill, taking down the exosuit alien holding Bamora. Momo's relieved to see her again, and even more so when she sees Mr. Mantis Shrimp knocking back another exosuit alien. Momo asks about Gigi, and that's when Okarun drops the bad news. The evil eye is on the loose, and he's eliminating any exosuit aliens who try to get in his way, ready to fight Okarun. The evil eye tells the exosuit aliens to stay out of his way, or they'll all be killed. With everyone now backing her up, Momo is ready to fight again. Okarun boosts his speed with his teleportation, taking out exosuit aliens in seconds. Momo's shocked at how strong he's become. Just as she's feeling a little safer, the evil eye steps in to save Momo and Bamora from an attack. But the evil eye wants to fight Okarun. The fight gets intense when the jet booster exosuit alien and another exosuit alien with multiple arms jump in to help. While Okarun's busy with the jet booster exosuit alien, the evil eye takes care of the other exosuit alien, sending him flying. The fight shifts when the space carving exosuit alien helps the jet booster exosuit alien by using his suit to shift the position of his ally and attack Okarun from behind. Momo reacts fast, throwing rubble to knock the jet booster exosuit alien, warning Okarun to watch out for the space carving exosuit alien's ability to carve space. The battle's heating up, and it's anyone's game. The jet booster exosuit alien charges at Okarun, but he uses his telephone line teleportation to kick the alien into a building. Just as they think they have a moment to breathe, the space carving exosuit alien creates a pocket of space to close the gap between them. Okarun tries using his all-out move, but it's blocked by the carved space protecting the alien. Momo pulls Okarun away with her psychic power and throws some rubble at the space carving exosuit alien, but he just sends it away. As they regroup, Okarun realizes that his all-out won't work because the alien can hide behind his carved space, and Momo can't use her Momo tree beam since the alien's spatial attacks cancel it out. They spot openings in the alien's back and realize it's a pocket dimension where he stores things. Momo comes up with a plan and tells Okarun to charge straight at the alien, trusting her despite not fully knowing what she's planning. Momo gets sent into the alien's dimension, and it looks like she's done for, but it's all part of her trap. Momo's psychic abilities allow her to transcend dimensions, and she uses her Momo tree beam from within to destroy the exosuit. The alien tries to attack, but Okarun, hearing Momo call out, uses his teleportation to save her and defeat the alien. Momo thanks him for saving her but apologizes for being reckless. Okarun, though relieved, scolds her for putting herself at risk. They try to escape. Their power is drained and are told by Era to focus on closing the warp gate, while Mr. Mantis Shrimp keeps guard. But the alien operating the space-carving exosuit is furious and vows revenge. Meanwhile, Bamora is struggling in her kaiju suit when the space-carving exosuit alien steals it, taking it into slaughter mode. Momo calls for Era to help, but she can't get past the other exosuit aliens. Just when things look grim, Kenta shows up, driving his bike through the crowd. He holds the note Momo left for her grandmother. But Momo is heartbroken knowing Seiko won't get it. Ignoring this, Kenta asks Momo where her house is so he can pilot the great Kenta. Momo tells him it's destroyed, and Kenta, determined, tries to save Bamora by turning his bike into a rocket. But his rocket gets shot down midair and both he and Bamora fall. Kenta, not giving up, grabs a cube of nanoskin and gathers the pieces of Momo's destroyed house to form the Great Kenta, using the Tokyo Tower as a weapon to face the space-carving exosuit alien. After Kenta uses the Tokyo Tower to fight the space-carving exosuit alien, the alien grabs the Tokyo Skytree, thinking it's better because of its length. But Kenta disagrees, arguing that the Tokyo Tower has its own advantages. He keeps fighting, using the Great Kenta as a mystic sword. But the alien starts getting the upper hand, using the kaiju suit's horns to destroy the Great Kenta, eventually ripping out the piloting core with Kenta and Bamora inside. As the alien tries to crush the core, Kenta doesn't give up, calling on more nanoskin from the remains of the Great Kenta. He refuses to give in because he can't throw away the two things he loves: robots and beautiful girls like Bamora. Kenta uses the nanoskin to build a bike and sneaks around the back of the kaiju suit. Just as the alien crushes the pod, Kenta creates a huge jetpack, sending the space-carving exosuit alien flying into the sky. With Bamora's help, Kenta slams the alien into the ground with a power bomb, deactivating the suit's slaughter mode. The alien is down, and the team moves forward to shut down the warp gate. But the main alien forces slip through before it closes and start destroying the city, causing the empty space to tear apart. Momo races to find Kenta to have him use the Great Kenta against the alien fleet, but things get worse when she runs into Reiko Kashima. Reiko is eager to get her revenge on Momo, and with the alien fleet, Momo is overwhelmed. She falls to the ground broken, wishing she could see Seiko again. This reminds Reiko of her own past when she screamed for her mother during a bombing. Seeing the aliens do the same thing makes her furious, and she uses her mirror powers to destroy the fleet's main battleship. After that, Reiko sends the entire alien army into her mirror, using her fists to eliminate them one by one. Knowing Reiko has a personal vendetta against Momo, Okarun steps in front of Momo to protect her, offering to take her grudge instead. But Momo won't let Okarun take the fall for her mistakes. She tells Reiko to leave him out of it. Watching Momo stand up for Okarun reminds Reiko of happier times from her past when she was close to a man. In the end, Reiko walks away, leaving them both confused. When Momo and Okarun return to the real world, the battle is over and empty space has been canceled. They reunite with their friends and leave the city together, driving off in the mobile ISA house. The invasion is finally over. Back at the ISA house, Momo and the others are enjoying a barbecue Seiko made after returning from her trip to Hokkaido. As they eat and chat, Momo tells Okarun that Bamora must be worried about her mom, suggesting they ask Ludris for help to reunite them. Just then, Momo is surprised when Rokuro shows up to thank her for keeping her promise and destroying the Serpo data the exosuit aliens took. Momo wonders how he's still alive, and Mr. Mantis Shrimp jumps in to explain that he saved Rokuro by using some leftover nanoskin to rebuild his body. Rokuro then shows off some Ludris tech by turning his arm into a weapon. Momo's glad to see he survived, but warns him not to come after her or her friends again. Rokuro doesn't respond and decides to leave. Later, Seiko mentions that the curry is gone, which reminds Momo of the curry she left for Okarun with a note that said, "Love ya." This makes Momo flustered as she realizes she's been standing next to him. She agrees to go shopping at the market, still thinking about the curry. On the way to the market, with each of her friends wanting something, Momo gets nervous, wondering if Okarun saw the note and if he read it. Okarun, on the other hand, tries to figure out what Momo meant by it, worried he might misunderstand if he brings it up. At the market, they run into Reiko Kashima, who looks different without her makeup. Reiko shares her plans to leave and find a husband, saying she was inspired by the relationship between Momo and Okarun. Before leaving, Reiko urges Momo to be honest with her feelings toward Okarun and not hold back. On their way back to the ASA house after shopping at the market, Momo starts thinking about the first time she, Okarun, and Kenta met Bamora at the apartment complex. She remembers how the suit, which had a golden ball exposed while invisible, seemed like a message saying our precious child is here, and Okarun agrees with her interpretation. Meanwhile, Banga Tame, Aja, and 2 male Sumerians are flying an aircraft to fight off the exosuit aliens as they leave Sumer. Banga shouts to Bamora, telling her to wait for their reunion as she and the others head off on their space adventure toward Earth. Back at the AS residence, the Turbo Granny finds a Serpo communicator on the ground and decides to put it on. This leads her to accidentally see a projection of the Serpos investigating data from the space-carving exosuit alien. From their findings, the Serpos realize the exosuit aliens, now called the Kur, are on a mission to conquer planets and could invade Earth again using pyramid transmission systems. They plan to share this information with other worlds, but the biggest shock comes when they see Count Saint Germain among the Kur in the projection. The Turbo Granny's face twists in anger as she recognizes him and calls him Hyper Geezer. Sorry people, but I'm stopping here, but don't worry, I'll make a part 2. Anyway, please press the like button and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.